Well, it's been a while. Some sad news with the car dying, but things are going well. I'm back at the honey hole. Now, I'm obviously not alone. Someone else has been down here having a go. Wonder what they got. That's obviously their tailings pile there, and their light tailings as well. You know, so close together, you'd wonder if they were using a high banker here to do this. That's the lazy way and use a naughty. I don't condone that. You are the motor. So today we're going to show you how to do it properly, so that you can get your gold out and not feel bad about it. So let's get into that. Just kind of doing my first test pans, making sure it's still there, and tell you what, it's still there. It's a nice little flake, nearly a picker, but nice and crunchy. So that could be coming from anywhere around here. Hasn't travelled too far. So let's sort some tubs out. Oh, something moved. Bird. And let's do a tub of this. See if we can get some more of that coming out. Well, I thought I'd better do some filming. Got the mat here. We've already ran 2 down it, so we're going to clean this mat off and take some dirt home. We've got 2 ready to go. We're kind of going to call it there because we're just kind of prospecting, seeing if the area is good for tomorrow. And just while I just did my last test pan, this is what we were getting. Now that's just the last test pan I thought I'd do while my mate was just doing his last classification. So really, if we're getting that per scoop, I think it's going to be pretty good. So we're going to put this away, put in my little jar, and take this home soon. Not going to spend too much longer out here because we're going to have a whole weekend of it pretty soon. Got much to do. We're set and packed. We're going to head home. Just going to kick over our tailings before we go. Make sure, well, we're going to dig there again soon. And probably adventure up this stretch here, because I reckon that, it is coming from here and it's also leaching from the walls. Pardon me. So, yeah, I'm guessing that you can see the big wall up here. I'm guessing all this dirt used to be up to that level, but because it's a big outside bend, the water's been getting up there and just scouring it all the way to kind of this point here. So it's all hitting the big wall and coming this way again. So there'd be massive rocks under this dirt here. You just need to wait for it to erode out like it has up here, and you get a big gravel bar. So I don't know, we'll check it out tomorrow. We're gonna go home, get some rest, have a feed, and get stuck into this cleanup. Got a bit of cons to do, so not too much, but we will set this sluice up at home. Let's get it done. Oh yeah. Well, we've made it back. Gonna just set this up real quick. It's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Looking good as it comes over the bars. A little bit of build up on this side. We usually get that though. I think it's because this hole's not quite big enough. Whereas this one shoots forward, this one shoots back a little. But look, it all comes over the same way. Alright, stopped him. We've just let it drain. We've been admiring all the little tiny specks it's given us. So usually a lot of it gets trapped up here, but I made sure I washed it onto the mat today, and you can see where it's just settled on the top. So the little honey hole's still going for us there, but look, I reckon we're just meters off a really good day. So tomorrow is going to be bonkers for us. Well, there it is. I've just done all the pan out, saved you some time. And look, the honey hole's still producing. I reckon there's nearly 1/2 gram, and we've pulled a little garnet out of that as well. You won't be able to see it on that, but I'll get a nice HD pic. Now I reckon if we tune in on this honey hole next time we're out there, we could get a pretty nice spread. So if you like that, stay tuned, because that's coming up next. Well, we're doing some day 2, and we've come to this spot. Going to do a quick bit of detecting. Got the Xterra Elite here. More of a relic hunter, but I'm going to do some gold hunting with it anyway. Just do these fields here, and we won't spend too long because it's very overgrown. Won't get too good of a swing in. But we're going to definitely dig some alluvial gold. See that spot over there? Lots of big rocks coming out of a hole here. There, I should say. And then we've got this one here. So we'll do the old rock test. We'll pick one up. It's not too deep. A couple meters, 3 meters. Can't see at the bottom though. So who knows how deep that really is. Alright, now I'm sure this has been done before, but we'll have a quick swing. Fair bit of ground noise around. You're giving me a fair bit of ground chatter. This is pretty overgrown. Kind of opening up though. Kind of wanted just a big ringer, definite one. That's better. So we've got a 27. We got it. Wonder what it is. Oh, I can see it. It's not good. It's the old ring pull off can. They look pretty deep, and it's a good sign because anyone else would have dug that up. So we'll swing around here, fill the hole in. Well, you know the drill. We've got 2 lined up. We've done some good tests, and we're going to find out where the honey hole is in this section of gravel, we hope. Hopefully we're straight on it with the first 2. Buddy's going to shovel it through, and I'm going to do the water, but you'll just see the mat at the end. So let's jump into that. So we got that first 2 buckets down the sluice. We've done 2 more, different kind of spots, because we're still testing and waiting for the bigger bits to rock up on the sluice. So there's probably some small stuff in here, but nothing too visible. That's why we're just going to keep scratching around, and hopefully we get onto some nice big bits. Try and get into the centre down in here somewhere. Because I know it was alright over here. There's some big rocks happening at the front here, and it's so deep. So let's just keep going, do some more tabs. Well, we just checked out that last mat from those 2, and yeah, there was some little bits of sparkle on it, but we've been here a little while now, and all we're seeing is the small stuff. So I don't know, tomorrow we may go upstream, who knows. Anyway, we're going to do 2 now. We'll show you some live action and check those mats out at the make sure it's running right. Yep. That should do it. Well, just ran them down. Going to do probably a couple more because it's just a beautiful day out here. And might go have a little bit of lunch, something to eat. I heard someone said they got a bag of chippies, so sounded pretty good. Check the mat out. Seeing one nice bit in there, some like very small bits, because that's what we're expecting here, is just all the very small stuff. See one little bit in there. Haven't come across anything too big yet to jump up and down about, but we're going to keep going for a couple more. There we have it. Just like that, we're going to go home and check out what we've got. You see how there's just so much ground here to work. It's kind of impossible, I reckon, until you find some bedrock bars underneath the water. But anywho, get this home and see what we've collected. Well, we're nice and clean on the sluice. We've got it set up. Actually got quite a bit of dirt today. Got pretty much half a bucket. So hopefully we've done the hard yards and we'll see some reward for it. Alright, we're doing the thing. Going to drain it now and have a look at the top mat. See what we get. Yeah, lots of rocks as usual. Let it drain. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we start over here. We've got a nice flake. Lots of small flakes along the top line. Small bits, and then we got a little bit here, and obviously we got the trap in the middle here, catching a lot of stuff. But oh yeah, it's in there. It's in the traps today. That's good. Traps are working. There's actually quite a bit in there. Alrighty, happy days. Let's get this in the pan. Alright, taking it apart. It's all in this one pan here, and of course I've got my chaotic bucket of cons, which is just absolutely chockers with pans like this. So eventually we will clean that out. But for now, let's pan this back. I'm going to put the head cam on and we'll do it in fast mode. Alright, got the cons. Let's get to work. fines in there. Go, spread just enough to see it there. So we are on the fines. You know, we're getting it, but like I said, this area, this is kind of all we're finding. So, you know, it's one of those questions: do we continue hunting this size stuff, or do we try and get onto the big stuff? So I got some pics of that, because, you know, it's not too bad. I do have a little nipper bottle running from yesterday, so I'm just going to use that same bottle and we're going to suck this up, and I'll chuck it back in the pan. We'll give it a clean up and we'll see what we're working with, because we've got another couple days ahead, so we should have a good little collection. Alright, so this is going to be day 3. We've come back upstream to a little bit of a honey hole I've been working on. There's still heaps of stuff to go through in terms of pay dirt. Still building our little path here, so we're going to climb our way over that. Pretty much got 2 buckets done. We're going to sluice it and just get straight into checking out some gold on day 3. Alright, 2 have gone down and we are seeing some gold. That's a nice flake, and of course the rib's full, and there was some more speckles in here. Sun's not shining on it anymore, but we're going to do 2 more in the little hole I've got going, and then we'll do some live action. So get the headset on and check it out. Not seeing nothing too major, but there is still the flakes, and oh, that's a nice bit we didn't see. Let me just flip him over. Yeah, so there's a nice bit, nice flake up in there. Anyway, let's get it in this bucket. So hopefully the pan just catches that. And in the first pan, which was, you know, 2 tubs that I got here. There we go. So it's there. It does get better around here. Still onto some kind of smaller spots, but there are some big bits there, so I can't complain. And I might have missed the mat. I meant missed the bucket, so missed the pan, I should say. So let's get up into here and we'll try something new. Oh, good news! Just did a new shovel out of the new hole, and straight away on top, I kid you not, that is a flake of gold, and it's not a bad one either. So I either, you know, just picked him up, or that's going to be just chockers with gold. Haven't seen any more, but just saw that one straight away when I brought it over in the sunlight. Yeah, let's sieve him down. Well, to set up, and you know, I've been doing some test pans over here, and they've been showing me just the fine specks but constant specks. So next 2 tubs a little bit further up, So let's run these two and we'll get a good reading of what we just got out of that area. There we go, just ran those other two down, and we're not actually seeing too much in that run. Like, I'm seeing some little bits hiding in the mat, but nothing massive. And the march flies are starting to eat us, so we're going to do these two and get out of here. Just going to leave the mat on. We'll bring home a nice bucket of concentrates to rerun, and then we're going fishing. So that sounds pretty good. And just like that, we are done. Going to wrap it up. We do have the last mat here though, because we did see one little picker on there. There is, you know, entry-level picker stuff, but picker's a picker. So we'll put him there with the other little bit that we can see, but everything else is kind of minor. Can't see much, but we've got a lot of dirt in these traps. Two there, one there, two more. So hopefully nothing escaped us. That's 4 tubs down this, and there's not much on the top. But anyway, that'll do. Let's get it home. Quick little re-sieve before we run it down the sluice. Just going to feed it in. Okay. It's a pretty good sluice, so the speed doesn't really matter. I could throw it in faster. Barely makes it down here. Draining off the old sluice. Heaps of fines. Let's check out the golds. Got one nice flake there. Nice boulderous bit in there. And all the usual suspects of the fines. So, yeah, very interesting. Let's get this in the pan. Bit of that. There we have it. As clean as I can probably get it right now. Cool, so this is day 3, probably the final day. We're going to suck this up into the bottle and then have a look at the whole lot. Get a weigh up. So see how much we've made over the total weekend. But that's alright for the last dig. Can't be unhappy with that. So this is 3 days of gold. So we haven't actually got this out since we put it in there. Not sure what we're working with, but let's have a look. Bottle's got a good shape on it, so it shouldn't be catching too much. I always worry. Just going to tip the water off. I will get him down. There we have it. Good little speck count there, that's for sure. There is a bunch of the smaller stuff in amongst it. hopefully it just adds up in the weight. But not a bad little weekend. No real pickers of the day or anything, but just some nice rollers. Not too bad. If you enjoyed that little trip out, hit that sub, hit the like. We'll be out doing that again soon. It looks like we're back for a day 4. I've only just got down, dropped all the stuff off. Might go do some test pans upstream, see if we can find a nice crack up there sitting in all this rubble. So we'll put the head cam on and we'll check that out. So you get a lot of rubble here. Big wash spot through there. Obviously not much water. Just want to see if there's any water up here. No, very dry. Some bird prints going through the mud there. A lot of other little creatures. Might be a little spot in there that would have some gold in it. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely some nice rocks in the area, very water worn. We'll go up a little further, have a look. A bit slippy. Oh yeah. Alright, well we've got a water hole, at least. Bit of a water hole. Shall we do a test? I'd actually want to go a little bit further up, so we'll do that. Right, so do some testing in this bar. Oh, there's a nice little wagtail bird. Hello. In here, this looks pretty good, to be honest. You can see there's a line of cobbles just running along that side there, kind of indicating the gold line. Then we got the other side as well. This is where I'd really want to test. They've got a lot of rocks still situ in the wall. Some big quartz, big bars. Oh, not much sparkle in that one. Now let's try and read this area here. So we've got big straight, obviously a bar here, so there's going to be a bit of a trail there. Finer stuff hits this wall. There's probably a couple bars in under here, probably coming out to maybe there, probably a bar. And obviously everything up there is going to be light enough to jump up, so really there'd be a deep spot in here that we should have a look at. Usually, let's just target the big rocks, and we'll dig under these for a sec. They're pretty good. And they're just behind the tail of the bedrock. Not much again. So we'd really have to get in deep in this because it's probably never been dug. Probably hasn't been dug for a while. You know, this bank probably used to come out a bit more. So we'll go another one. Straight down. Yep, no sparkles. It's well, I just noticed there is a bit of a wash coming in here, so maybe we try over here. Not much sparkle in that. Might do one just straight off the back of the bar. You see everything kind of hits this and funnels, and then it would just maybe jump back over right here. See, there's another one coming down. I might try and get off the back of that one. Ooh, there we go. We got two little specks that time, straight off the back of the bar there. That's not too bad. So we definitely know it's coming through just in here. Anyway, might be for another day. I can hear my name being called, so we'll go back downstream and do some tubs where we are. We might discuss coming up here. Two done, straight from our new little spot here, and you know, yeah, we're seeing a little bit in there. It's not loaded, there's a little flake in there, but obviously we've got more loaded up. Just going to run them. Wasn't going to set any of the tripod up or anything, just going to do a nice quick day because it's day 4 and I've got a big video to make. Just going to pretty much nail this spot. You can see it there, a bar comes along, and obviously it's got a big wall on it like this. And I'm just digging down until I hit the crack. And we're back. We've got some nasty weather coming over us. A lot of wind, so we're just going to do this pretty quick. I'm just going to pan it today. There's only 2 tubs in there. Let's see what we got and let's do a clean up. All Alright, so first pan done, and look, it's there. It's a bit of a better size. Two nice flaky bits there. But, hopefully the bottom of the tub's got a bit more in it. Alright, that's it. Bottom of the mat, and bottom of the bucket. And look, that was only 4 tubs out there. We were pretty tired today, but look, it is getting a lot bigger. We'll have to go back up and do some more tests there. See what else is hanging around in the area. Anyway, I've got my little nippy bottle full of gold from 4 days. Let's suck this up and have a look at the 4 days. Nice big dark clouds over us. Hopefully it means some rain. This is what we're looking at. So it's 4 days. Kind of prospecting, kind of doing some mining, trying to find a new spot. So look, it's a bit of a prospecting weekend more than a digging just for gold. But there we go. Now GoPro's going to do a shocking job at showing us it, but I'll get some pictures. If you enjoy the nice long video, 4 days in one, give it a like, and we'll get back into it soon. I've just taken some final pictures of it. Thought I'd show you once more. A lot of fine stuff from that area downstream, and then obviously some of the bigger stuff coming from upstream there. It does get a lot bigger than that, so the journey continues.